Ladies and gentlemen.
What's going on, people? Back with a bang. Here I am to bring you guys another video today. So in this video I'm going to be recapping what's happened the first couple trading days of this week, what I'm looking forward to going into the rest of the week, and also a few things to expect in regards to what the market is doing overall, and of course cryptocurrency throughout the rest of this month. Now before we do that, you guys know the drill. Drop a thumbs up, show some support, show some appreciation, and also comment and subscribe if you're around here. So I'm going to start off by going on to Yahoo Finance and just look at a few of the headlines. So Powell signals inflation could delay interest rate cuts. So now they're saying the interest rate cuts could take longer than expected, when at the beginning of the year they were talking about maybe 4 cuts, maybe 5 cuts. Now they're saying closer to 3 or 2. Again, they also mentioned in regards to the election that could delay rate cuts. Now, you know, there's always more news and rumors in regards to rate cuts. Let's just see what happens at this point. Why some Wall Street analysts worry about Tesla's new direction, we'll definitely touch on Tesla. Tesla has been tanking in the past couple of days. Boeing, yeah, we talk about that on every single video these days. Their problems just cost United 200 million. Then you got oil prices dipping. We'll talk about that as well. Trump media stock, yeah, we'll definitely touch on that as well. As you see, DJT was down 14%. And wow, yeah. Dow snapped 6-day losing streak. So yeah, let's actually just get straight into it. Let's go into TradingView. And let's look at a few of the different stocks I've been looking at this week, what I've traded. So I mean, since Tesla's on the screen, and it always seems to be when I pull up TradingView, I'm going to touch on Tesla, because yesterday I took the $160 puts. Lo and behold, Tesla broke out my zone. It broke below the zone. Sold all the way up down to $154 before finally recovering today. I'll show you the hourly chart. You can just see how bad this stock has been the past couple days. Yesterday it opened at 170 and managed to end the day at 158. $12 drop. So my 160 puts were in the money by the end of yesterday. Now I did swing them into today, which I also posted in the Discord in the charts channel. Lo and behold, Tesla still sold off a little bit more today, but then recovered towards the end of the day. If we zoom out on a bigger scale, again back to my overall chart, you see we gapped down below the trend line that I've drawn. We are very clearly bearish. And in my last video I mentioned, is Tesla going to 160 or is it going to 200? Well, we've got our answer, and we've got it pretty quickly. 160, and it could be going lower. Now, another thing with Tesla is there's a few different bits of news over the past couple of days which has contributed to this downfall. First of all, they've announced layoffs. Around 10% of their global workforce will be getting laid off. So this means a couple of different things. Usually, actually, layoffs, when layoffs happen, it's like, oh, companies saving money, etc., and then the stock some reason rises. In this case, think about, you know, the amount of Tesla employees who actually own stock, Tesla stock. A lot of them, you know, are not that familiar with the stock market. A lot of them will just be selling their stock to make money. A lot of them will be selling their stock so that they can have something in their bank account. So that's going to make the stock price drop. Second of all, Tesla also announced they're starting a subscription service around, I think, $99 a month in regards to their fully self-driving vehicles. So they're also offering a free monthly trial, I believe. And in regards to this, you know, when you start seeing a company do this kind of thing, you know, selling a subscription service, it's almost as if, you know, they're people are like, okay, they're only doing this because they need to find a way to make money. So in this case, you know, if Tesla's selling a monthly subscription, you know, $99 a month, you're probably thinking, what on earth is going on? You know, it sounds like they were, you know, like Elon started a Discord or something. But yeah, they've got that $99 subscription service for the fully self-driving vehicles, and they've also got a 1-month trial for that. So there's a few different bits of news which the market didn't really like, and you can see how the market has reacted. Now, what am I looking at for Tesla? Honestly, I'm looking at it continuing to sell off. If you look back here, May last year, we went down to $152. We could be looking at a similar level for this month. You know, another $5 drop. Longer term, yes, I do believe we'll go back up. Yes, I do believe there's a big future for Tesla. Yes, I do believe there's a lot of great news that's going to occur, but not quite yet. Clearly, you see, it's in a period of time where it's very badly struggling, and it just looks like it's getting worse and worse by the week. So keep Tesla puts on your radar. Next, I'm going to touch on Apple, because as Apple kind of fooled us. You know, I touched it on it last video and said I'm looking for it to break back up towards 178, you know, and then 182. It kind of fooled us. And you know what I realized? If you look at this daily chart overall, Apple's been fooling us for nearly a year straight. Last July, up here, then sold off. August, up here, sold off. September, up here, sold off. What happened? December, up here, sold off. Again, January, and sold off all the way here. And then you've had these like mini pushes up and then sell-offs. It's like the stock seems to push up high and then just sell off. We saw it again Friday, in fact Thursday and Friday. We ran from 168 all the way up to 178, $10 gain before not only getting rejected at the moving average, but also getting rejected at this level of resistance and then just selling off, yeah, pretty much back to where we started last week Wednesday. So Apple puts are on the radar, but only one I would say is down to this level of support. We seem to bounce at this level, $167. So I'd look at another $2 drop for Apple. Shonuff had mentioned it in the Discord yesterday. He missed out on 170 puts. Those clearly would have made bank and would have been a great swing trade. But like I said, I think Apple has a bit more setting off to do before we reach the next key level. Now, as we saw DJT. So a few different things to note with this one. First of all, the chart is a mess, a complete mess. Second of all, the stock sold off 14% today. So you guys may have seen that this Thursday, Donald Trump is going to be defending himself in front of around 7 jurors in court. And obviously this could be bad news for the stock. On the other hand, as always with any bit of news, there's positives, there's potential negatives, or vice versa. If it does go well and in his favor, you could see the stock start to rally again. But at this point, with Trump beginning a trial, there's too much negativity surrounding the stock, so it is going to drop off. And we've seen that similar situations with his other stock, his SPAC stock DWAC. It just does whatever it wants. It's been up high, sold off. It's been up at $40, further up high, and then managed to sell off. But honestly, these kind of stocks, DJT as well, you probably want to keep away from them unless you understand that the money you could put in could potentially go to zero. And honestly, I know we say that with every single stock, but these are the stocks, like the MCs and the GameStops in the past, where it really could go to zero and you could just end up losing everything you put in a very quick period. So I'll definitely keep DJT on my radar. I'm intrigued to see how it pans out next couple of days, and I'm definitely intrigued to see if we can get that to push based on some positive news. Obviously, we don't know if there will be positive news, but like I said, just keep it on your radar. Do you want to throw a punt at it? That's up to you really, but it's very clearly bearish at this point in time. And why try trade against the trend at this point in time? Now moving on, I also traded Roblox. So Roblox, I traded the puts. This is a stock I've put out in the last couple of videos. It's been bearish as of late and it broke below the 3 moving averages. This is the daily chart, very clearly bearish. I still got it going to down that $35.91 level before seeing what kind of happens there. Similar to what I had with Apple, where you have a point where it kind of seems to hold. And I'm actually going to draw that line of support on this chart right here. That's my line of support there for Roblox. I'm intrigued to see what happens at this level. I've been trading puts because for me it's clearly bearish. Trading below all moving averages. 4-hour chart showing bearish as well. It seems to get rejected, the moving average, continue selling off, or when it does break above, it doesn't hold above. So it's a pretty simple trade, it's a pretty simple concept, pretty simple idea here. Then, since we saw an article about energy, let's touch on energy, ExxonMobil. So, oil prices have been dropping, which is good for those of us who have cars. It's bad for those of us who own stock in something like Exxon, or MRO, or Oxy. So, I'll go back to the daily chart for this. We'll start with the daily chart and we'll break it down. We hit highs of $123.66 last week, and to be honest, Exxon's been on a rampage for about 2 months straight. Now we've started to see back-to-back red days. We broke below the level of support, and it looks like we're going to continue pulling on back at least to $117. One thing to note with Exxon is in times like this, when it's getting momentum and it's really pushing, it does push, and you see the benefits of it to the upside. But on the other hand, when it starts to sell off, it will sell off. It will sell off $4 or $5 very quickly, and it's starting to do that now. Over a 5-day period, it's sold off $5, and you could still see it pulling back on to $117. Another $1.25 drop, I'd say. 4-hour chart is also very bearish. Moving average crossing to the downside, breaking below the level of support. Pull up the hourly. Go to shorter time frames now. Similar story, getting rejected by the moving average and just continuing to sell off. So I would be looking at Exxon puts. down, like I said, to $117.20 around that level. Potentially, if we do break below that, we could see 113 within the next couple weeks. That's not exactly what I would want to see because I own shares of Exxon, but in terms of real life, it wouldn't be too bad if the gas prices could actually drop from below, $5.99 per gallon. Now I'm going to touch on SPY before I head to the crypto. So SPY, we're almost back at $500, right? Not now, but soon enough, we'll be looking at the calls again to push us back up to 512, 516, 522. But in my opinion, not quite yet. You see we had a couple gap ups and gap downs here. Now we're just steadily trending down, smoothly trending down. So the levels for me to look out for would really be 500 right now. I think 501.78, this level here where we gapped down at and then also gapped above is important. But yeah, $500 really is the price target for SPY. The market has been, if you pull up the weekly chart, the market has been selling off the last few weeks, and it's kind of just like Exxon. It's just time for it to pull on back a little bit. We had a steady uptrend. We saw great bullish momentum. It's time for us to slow down a little bit. Stocks don't only go up, they do lose steam sometimes, and that's kind of just what's happening now. So SPY puts us still on the radar, in my opinion. Not yet time for SPY calls, but when SPY does start rallying again, then we'll get in the calls. That is at least my opinion here, and that's what my view is on SPY. Lastly, let's look at the cryptocurrency. They are slightly fighting back. If you look at Bitcoin, well, we hit lows of 62k. Now we're back up to 64k. So if you had bought one whole Bitcoin, you would have made 2k in about 6-7 hours. Not bad. Who's out here really buying a whole Bitcoin just like that though? Not many people. Daily chart looks like we're kind of holding at a previous level of support where we pulled one back to in March. Good to see. And in that case, make sure you look at Riot, Mara, Hut, a few of the crypto miners, BT as well. Solana has started to, show, well, it's briefly showing a bit of strength now after a few red days, let's say a few days where it pulled on back. If you look at the 4-hour chart, the 1-hour chart, you'll see different patterns, a double bottom on the 4-hour chart. So that's a bullish sign. 1-hour chart, you'll see here. Now we start to break above the moving average. For me, a crypto like this, Solana, $137, it's a steal. We'll be back at 250, 260 in no time, at least in my opinion. You look at the weekly chart and go back to 2021. Here we go. We're up at 250, 252. I think I see us being there again by the end of the year. Same with Ethereum at 4,000. Here we go. Back in 2021, we're at 4.8k. I don't see us being at this level of 3k again, 6, 7, 8 months from now. But again, it's anyone's guess, so just keep those on the radar, as I always say. Put what money you can afford to lose in there, put whatever money you can afford to risk, and the rest will take care of itself. So that's it from me, guys. I appreciate you guys watching. We'll make another video Thursday, so make sure you tune in for that one. If you haven't seen last video, which was the watch list for this week, go check that one out as well. As I mentioned in there, just looking at shorting BA, Starbucks, a couple of other stocks just like that. So go and check out that watch list video from last time as well. And as you guys know, we're active in the Discord each and every day. We're live there, we're making money, we're making trades. We're focused on different breakdowns and all that kind of stuff. But come check out the Royal Trading Academy. It's got swing trades, day trades, it's got scalps, it's got everything in there. So go check that one out. And then you've got the stock option starter pack. That's the second link in the description. That's 10 different videos. You guys have access to those videos for life. Now in those videos I talk about options, about the history of options, how to trade options, my trading strategies, different trading strategies. I talk about the Greeks, terminology, I talk about loads of different things. It is 10 videos and you have access to those videos for life. Again, it's a one-time payment. But overall, hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure you guys check out all my social media as well. And that's it from me. I got into making, you got into making. See you guys next time for another video. Peace.